As important as the American reaction to this British creation. The film had its American premiere in New York on Friday, and Tom Brooke reports for Film 86.
Compared to London, the pre-release publicity for Absolute Beginners in America has been rather low-key. News of the film's London premiere was broadcast on American TV, record albums of the soundtrack began to appear in shops, and David Bowie's Absolute Beginners video could be seen on music TV stations. Other than that, little was known in America about this new British cultural export. Things began to change last week. 2 days before the film's opening in New York, American film critics were invited to a media preview. By Friday, most had written their reviews. The New York Times termed Absolute Beginners high pop culture. The Daily News thought the film absolutely breathtaking, and the New York Post liked it too. These surprisingly positive reviews guaranteed a good opening night crowd. The New York audience, for the most part, liked the film.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a little bizarre, but I thought it was good.
Strange, but interesting, definitely entertaining. I enjoyed it.
It's more like a play, kind of, like a rock opera or something, you know, like a musical.
Do you think Americans are going to like it?
Yeah, it's unusual. I think they might like it, yeah.
They're going to like it because it's kind of action-packed and it's got a lot of music in it. It was like a 50s musical. I thought it was good. They'll like it. It's colorful and it's got a lot of people in it that they'll like and whatnot.
The newspaper reviews and opening night cues are a good indication that Absolute Beginners could do well in America. It's still too early to tell, but the film's director, Julian Temple, is optimistic about its chances.
In some senses, this film is an English film made with an American energy. If it does better than it did in England, we'll be the happiest men in the world, because it's the #1 film in England. It's opened stronger than any British film for a very long time. So let's hope it does, you know.
What do you hope young Americans who come to this film get out of it?
I hope they get a magic carpet ride to London, a London that I grew up in and a lot of other people have found exciting. And I want to share that excitement with them, basically, first off. In England, obviously, it works on a number more levels. The meaning of the casting is probably not as clear here as it is in England, but I think the energy and the colour and the vivid aspect of the film will work here. I mean, it's a film that people either hate or love.
I think it was a piece of trash. It was a pretentious piece of trash.
It's really bad. It's going to bomb. It's embarrassing.
Do you think Americans are going to like it?
No, I think it's going to stink. I think we're not that stupid. There's nothing to connect emotionally within the film. You know, it's like a video and then it's empty. It's boring.
It's one of the worst motion pictures I have ever seen.
And TV critic Joel Siegel was among those not liking the film.
And I hated it. It begins... It's a movie made by absolute beginners. It's a motion picture made by people who do not know how to make a motion picture. Making a 2-hour film is very, very different than making a 6-minute video. You need something to keep the audience's interest. You need a reason for a human being to sit in his or her seat to watch what you're putting on the screen. And the reason can't be, watch me razzle-dazzle you with fancy film and fancy technique. That's not reason enough.
American criticism that the film is lacking in emotion, empty in content, and nothing more than an extended rock video doesn't appear to worry director Julian Temple. In fact, he seems to enjoy the controversy the film has fueled.
And I made this film to get up people's noses. On one hand, the kind of people whose noses it should get up. I believe that the 80s is a time to reinvent the musical, and that's what we're starting to do.
It'll be a few days yet before it's clear whether or not Absolute Beginners is going to become a box office hit in America. But what is certain is that already the film has made quite an impact.
Tom Brooke reporting from America on reaction there to Absolute Beginners. Now for the results of last week's competition. You were asked to identify this piece of scrambled film.
I'm in the water.